So ever since I was a little kid, I've always just been addicted to playing video games. I'm talking about waking up at 8 a.m. and going all the way to 10 p.m. And fast forward to now, I've basically used my video game addiction to get me good grades and getting a 4.0 GPA in my classes. And so if you watch this video until the end, you're going to learn exactly how you can use your video game addiction or any other addiction that you have to actually get good grades and get addicted with getting good grades. And we're going to do this just by analyzing exactly what makes video games addicting and then using that to actually get you good grades. And so when you really think about it and think about why we got so addicted to video games as children, or some of us are probably still addicted to video games right now, the reason why it's so addicting is because it gives you a sense of accomplishment and importance, status, and so literally video games just simulate real life, but it makes it much more fast-paced. And so basically you can upgrade your character to like level 1 to level 50 in 3 weeks, right? We all know progress isn't that fast in real life. For example, if I go to the gym today, I'm not going to get jacked in 2 months. I'm not even going to get jacked in a year, 2 years. It might take me up to 5 years to actually get a really good physique. But if you tell me that I need to play a video game for 5 years straight just to get a good character, then I'm never going to play that video game. And the reason why the video games keep you engaged is because they give you small accomplishments along the way to keep you going. They give you little side quests right here, a little side quest right here, and they prolong your experience with the game. Because if you were just to finish the main objective right away, like in week 1 of playing the game, then it's like, that's the whole fun of the game gone. You've already finished the game in a week. But all these side quests, all these challenges. And so if we were to simulate that type of game, but in real life, then shouldn't that make it easier to stick to our goals? And so that's exactly what I did. I just got addicted with the numbers. I got addicted with getting that A plus or that 90%, that 100%. And you know what? That probably shouldn't be why you go to school, right? But I mean, the system's already designed that way. So what are you going to do, bro? Don't hate the player, just hate the game. You're already in the game. You're trying to go to university. You're trying to go into med school. You're trying to actually get into the career that you want to go to. You want to get good grades. And so you're going to have to play by the game. I'm not disagreeing with you that the biggest objective of school should be learning valuable skills in life. But that's not how it is nowadays, right? It's mostly just learning how to memorize, forgetting it after the test, memorize for the next test. And so we're going to do exactly that just to be the best in the game. But again, I'm also promoting learning skills in school and outside of school as well. Step number 1 is just be obsessed with it, bro. If you don't care about school, if you don't care about your grades, you're not going to be incentivized to get good grades. But if you low-key just make it your life, like somewhat of your priority to get a good grade, you make it a goal that I want this GPA, I want this percentage, then you're going to be more likely to actually put in work and get those good grades. Because just like when you're addicted to a video game, you're going to spend 10 hours a day just so you can upgrade your character, just so you can achieve that objective, right? And so if you put 5 hours a day or 10 hours a day into school, then you're going to get crazy grades as well. And you know that. And another thing, just like video games have all those small accomplishments, small little tasks, and they do that so that you keep getting those little hits of dopamine so that you stay engaged with the game, so that you don't get bored of the game. At school, we have so many assignments, so many homework checks, so many quizzes, and then you have the big unit test, and then you have the big final exam, right? And so even though you have main objectives, you still have a lot of different stuff along the way, and that's for like so many classes as well. So we can treat them as like little objectives that you have to hit along the way. So just like video games have a reward system for completing tasks, we're going to do the same exact thing. And so for example, let's say you really want these new Jordans or these new Nike shoes, right, that are out. And so what you're going to do is you're going to tell yourself that, oh no, I won't buy these shoes. Like, I'm not going to spend money until I earn it, until I deserve to get that money. And so basically you set an objective for yourself. So like every assignment I need to get a 90 plus. Every quiz I need to get an 80 plus. Every unit test I have to get an 85 plus, right? On the final I have to get an 85 plus, right? And every time you hit those goals, you add money into your bags that you can spend on those shoes, right? And so let's say the shoes were $200 or something, right? Let's say every assignment that you hit a 90 on, that's $10. Every quiz, another $10. The unit test could be like a 25 or a 30, and then the final is like a 75 or an $80 added to that bank that you can spend on those shoes. And so you're going to be so much more incentivized to actually work hard so that you can get that money that you can spend on the shoes. And you know what? You might be thinking, oh, I'm just going to say that, but then I'm just going to buy them anyways. I'm not even going to stick to that. And so what we're going to do is basically make a contract. And so if you've read Atomic Habits, you've probably heard about the habit contract, and it actually does work. For example, my friend right now, he's trying to lose some weight. And so basically he literally printed out like a legal type of contract where if he ever wants to eat anything that's not in the confines of his diet, he needs to get a signature from 3 people around him in that moment, or else he cannot eat it. Another thing you can do is, for example, like let's say you're not going to the gym consistently right now, right? Or you're not studying consistently. Basically, make a contract with someone, like let's say your friend or your mom or your dad, and basically you report to them every day. Did you go to the gym today? If not, you pay them $10, right? And so you have to be honest and send them a picture every single day if you go to the gym. If not, that's $10 you're gonna have to give to your friend. We're gonna do the same exact thing right here, where for example you go to your friend or you go to your sibling or your mother or your father, and you basically tell them, okay, I want to get these shoes, but this is my system. It's like $10 for any quiz or assignment that I get this grade on, and whatever, everything that we mentioned above. Just make the contract with them, and you can only add that amount to the bank with their approval. As in, you show them, oh, I got this is my assignment, this is what I got, right? Show them the proof, and then you can add it to your total. And that's exactly how you can gamify school. For example, a big thing that I do with my friends is that for all the classes that we have together at university, we basically do this challenge every single midterm, where the person who gets the lowest grade on that midterm has to buy food for the person who got the highest grade on that midterm. Because we'll plan to go to like a restaurant or something, right? Or like a all-you-can-eat buffet. And those things are like $50 a person. It's like $60 a person almost. And so you don't want to get the lowest grade on the midterm, because then you're paying for your food and someone else's food. That's $100 just on food on one day, right? And so it's a very big incentive to actually get a good grade. And just over time, the more you get obsessed with the grades, you won't even need any other incentive. Just seeing that mark is already enough. Just like, just seeing like a 90 on your test or 100 on the test, it just makes you feel so good. You just want to feel it again. You want to feel it again. You don't like the feeling of getting a 60, a 70, and a 50 on your test, right? And so those were just a few tips on exactly how I kind of gamify school and university. And so that video game mindset helped me a lot to actually get good grades and be consistent with studying even when I don't feel like it. And so I hope you learned something new today. Just get to work, bro.